Welcome back, Ronnie.
Another week, my friend.
Episode 4, buddy, huh?
Oh, yeah. Unbelievable.
Huh? How about that lawyer that was here, huh?
Oh, she's wonderful.
You're all horny. I know you are, you fucking old dirty fucking dog.
Here we go.
All right. I love you, Ronnie. All right, listen. How was your week, Ronnie?
It was great. It was really good. So what's up?
You were telling me something outside. Tell the people about your eyes and stuff. You went to the doctor's.
Oh, yeah. I went to the doctor, and I have lenses in my eyes, which means I don't need glasses because my glasses are in my eyeballs. But what happens is you have a film that naturally grows back over your eyeballs, so that means December 22nd, I'm going to have it with a laser taken out.
No days off, Ronnie. I need you over here.
Oh,
even if you wear
no. I'm going nowhere.
with sunglasses.
Sunglasses, Q-tips up my nose, whatever. We'll do it.
We'll get you here.
Yeah.
Listen, I had a week and a half.
You sure did.
What a weekend.
Whew.
So Friday night, I get a call from a friend of mine. You know, when I mean a friend of mine, I mean a friend of mine.
Absolutely.
Close. So this friend of mine hits me up, and he says, "Yo, G," and he just texts me, "Yo, G, showtime." And I'm like, "Showtime?" Because he's wild, you know. He's always on the internet, you know what I mean? Never fold, you know what I mean? One of them warriors. Shout out to Arthur Hopkins. So he calls me up. He says, "Dude, I got the Sopranos over here. I got Henry the Kid from the Goodfellas. I got Allie Brooks, Garth Brooks' daughter. I'm over here. I'm chilling. Come on by." I said, "Fuck it." You know what I mean? I'm not doing anything.
Absolutely.
Fucking right, I'm coming over there.
Oh, yeah.
Goodfellas, that's one of my favorite movies. Ryan,
Right.
you in The Godfather. You know how it is.
Godfather 2.
50 years it's going to be next year.
Next year, 50
We have a big
years.
big parade, you know what I mean? Going down fucking Columbia
Right.
Street.
Yeah, right.
And guess who's going to sing on the friggin' thing? Let's take a wild guess. Spider-Man! No, it's freaking Batman! Oh, God. Anyway.
Oh, my God.
So listen, yeah. So I got to meet these unbelievable actors. My buddy's the Don Juan, man, unbelievable. So we had a great time. I mean, food, drinks, unbelievable. And I also met this guy who sings like 30s and 40s music of Frank Sinatra, James Dean, that doo-wop, whatever it is.
Right.
They sing in the fucking, the Italians love it.
The
Frank
standards.
Sinatra,
They call them
what
standards.
do they call that music?
Standards.
Yeah. It's good music. And, you know, I've been a fan of it. I just don't know. I never, you know.
Got into it.
It's not my
Era.
So they never played it. You know.
Right.
You had to go out and find it. When I was a kid, there was no internet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Allie Brooks was there. the daughter of Garth Brooks. She's
Right.
a singer. Down-to-earth girl. Came there, supported my friend. I mean, unbelievable. You know, and they
great.
gave my friend actually a portrait of The Sopranos. It took a year to paint it.
Wow.
A year to paint it. You know what I mean?
A
Unbelievable.
lot of work.
Yeah. So it was like 40, 50 people there. It was only invited guests only, private party. And we got some pictures. The Iceman's rolling through. Henry the Kid from The Godfather. I mean, from The Goodfellas, the movie.
He's right there.
Yeah. And also Ali Brooks. And The Sopranos.
Yeah.
Also, I met the guy I told you, the kid Carmine from Philadelphia. He's going to be our special guest next week.
Wow.
We got a good show, Ronnie.
Oh, absolutely.
You know-
I mean, people don't know what we got here.
I mean-
they got to tune in and find out.
On our part 2 of our show, which is, we have the first intro, which is this show, but after we come back from commercial, it's our segment of Did You Know? And I Did You Know of the week. You know who that is, Ronnie? Did you know who's the Did You Know this week?
Steve Perry.
Steve motherfucking Perry.
Yeah.
And, we're going to be talking about him, his career. I know you're knowledgeable on Steve Perry. That was your 80s, the 70s, the 80s. I was just born in the 70s, growing up in the 80s. So we'll be talking about Steve Perry, Journey, and the amazing music that
I
they
did a little
created.
background on him, so I've got some things here that
You
are
did?
pretty interesting on it. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, what else, Ryan? What else you got going on?
Oh, I've got.
How you doing? How's your health? I want to know how you doing. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing.
Because
awesome.
I just talked to Gilly. Gilly says he takes like 55 pills a day.
55.
I don't even know. Is it 55 or was it? How many pills is it?
day.
24 pills a day. How many pills you take a day?
15.
15. Wow, you're right up there, Ronnie. Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
But I'm here though. That's what makes it though.
I mean,
Right.
really, fuck that many
Well,
pills.
the thing is, you see, your body depletes certain things as you age.
Mm.
When after you get 30, you're not making any melatonin in your hair, so it means your hair's getting gray. It gets gray here, it gets gray there. When it's depleted, you turn into these old little ladies. They were just pure white hair because there's no more melatonin being built.
So they give you this medication
That replenishes what you're losing. So whatever I'm taking, I
you
don't
think
care
it kills
because
you quicker though? All that garbage you're probably taking.
things work better.
You think so?
Oh, absolutely. I'm finding myself in better shape now than I did before because I'm replenishing what I'm losing. So I'm
Because
not
now
losing
you're taking
anything.
care of yourself.
Absolutely. If I don't take it, I'm going to die.
No
So there's
shit.
one way of looking at it. You want to live, take your pills and live on. That's what I'm doing.
No shit.
Great.
When are we going to see that freaking jacket from Black Mass? I've been telling you every week to bring that freaking jacket. How come we don't
Next
see that
week,
freaking
I
jacket?
forgot. I'll bring it next week, yeah. It's got bloodstains on it, you know.
All right, so I want to give a special thanks to Arthur Hopkins, my boy, who invited me out to that party in Rhode Island. Unbelievable in West Warwick. Amazing party, like I said. Open bar. The music from Carmine, this kid from Philadelphia, who we're going to have here next week as a guest, special guest. Yeah, we're going to have an Italian. They're our cousins, you know.
Right.
The Portuguese were Saurian, you know. Our cousins is the Italians.
The Italians.
So we're going to have our cousins on the show next week, the
you
Italians. So the Italians next week will be on our show, our cousins. Carmine. That's right, Ronnie. That's right. And so are the Greek. The people from Greece are our cousins too. We like them too.
Yeah.
And Brazil, those are our stepbrothers. They're half. You know what I mean? Never does you bad.
They got stepped on a lot.
So, yeah, like I said, you know, amazing week. And then I just want to send out this message. You know, these kids are riding these dirt bikes throughout these roads.
Right. Yeah. Get it out there, man. That's it.
Four-wheelers and go-karts and, you know, actually a couple of deaths this summer from it. I just want to bring out awareness. There is a park out in Tiverton, Rhode Island.
Yeah. Our neighbor.
Yep. That is open to the public, and I'll get you some information on that. I'm sorry I didn't have it this week, but I will give you the address and stuff. It's absolutely free to the public. So instead of just going out and riding in the streets like a maniac and stuff like that and doing tricks, there's actually a place built for these kids to get off the streets and do some jumps and stuff like that.
Not only is it free, it's safe.
It's
That's
safe.
what we want.
It's safe.
Exactly.
And, I had a great time out there with my boys, my wife, my family, my brother-in-law, and my other brother-in-laws. I want to give him a big shout out, Paul Opes, and also my brother-in-law Josh, my brother-in-law Neil, who was out there with me, my wife Natasha, and my two sons, Lissandro and Sandro Jr. I want to give them a shout out. I had a great time. And also my nephew, Mason, had a great time with them this weekend. Yeah, Ronnie, so we had a great week. We got through the week. Absolutely. Now we're going to get into segment 2, where Did You Know? We got to teach the Portuguese people. Not teach. I don't want to, disrespect them. When I say the Portuguese community, I'm talking about the friggin' radio, the television, the newspapers. They're, not in touch with the community at all.
No, they're not aware of what's going on.
I mean, Steve fucking Perry, Ronnie.
That's right.
Why isn't the fucking songs on the fucking radio all over the fucking world? Why not, Ronnie? I just want to know why. Why isn't that fucking guy's blown up all over the world?
Yeah.
You know what? We'll be right back with Did You Know? On the segment of Did You Know? Steve motherfucking Perry, yeah, from Piku. Ronnie, take us to fucking commercial.
We're going to go and do it and come right back. Thank you for our sponsors. We'll be right back.
Being Portuguese, we go for the wino side.
Is that what you are, Portuguese?
Yeah, Portuguese.
So you speak Brazilian then?
Well,
it's not Brazilian.
It's Portuguese. My family's from the Azore Islands, so my Portuguese is different from the dialect of other islands and different from the mainland, which is, Lisbon. Man, they speak like proper Portuguese in Lisbon. But my Portuguese is more like if I say, Ora paz, que estás fazendo? That means, hey, kid, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You see, it's got a ring. It sounds like you're singing.
Yeah, it's a great dialect. I mean, I know it's Portuguese, but when I hear the Brazilians talk, it's got a great ring. I love the accent.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
I've only sang in Portuguese a couple of times on a couple of demos, and I've got them stashed.
Is it hard to make a cool song singing in Portuguese?
It was a song I wrote for my mother, and I just wrote it to her, and it's called Minha Joia, and I've never released it yet. And it's easier to sing, actually, like most, I think, because the European vowels are different, and you can hold the vowel for a long time.
Yeah.
Instead of you say more with less, I think,
Yeah. You ever heard of that guy, Sir George?
No.
Oh, we'll have to play one of his songs, Mr. Shovel. We'll play that. He's ever see the movie Aquatic with Life Aquatic?
Life Aquatic, no.
Did you ever see that Wes Anderson movie? Anyway, this guy, he's in it, Sir George, he's a Brazilian guy, and he does all Bowie songs, like in that style, like what do they call it? The Brazilian kind of style.
Yeah, like what is his name? Jombing, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Really good.
Are we back?
Yeah, we're back, Ronnie.
Oh, good. Unbelievable.
I feel like crying, Ronnie. Tell you the fucking truth. My God, Jesus Christ.
Unbelievable.
2021, at the end of 2021, going into 2022, we're talking about 1970s music.
Yeah.
An icon. We are the fucking world, Ronnie, with fucking Stevie fucking Wonder, Michael Jackson, Cyndi Lauper, Lionel Richie.
Yeah. And they don't
Huey
know that.
Lewis.
They don't know that.
No, they don't.
They don't know it.
They want to hear fucking jingle bells. They want to hear the bullshit. You know what I mean? The bullshit that fucking been going around here for fucking 50 years.
Yeah.
Fucking unbelievable. It's embarrassing. You know what I mean? I feel bad. Like, if I ever meet this fucking guy, I'm going to tell him, dude, I'm sorry. I've been in the industry. I know. I mean, it's like, I'm more popular than these guys, but they fucking, act like they're fucking John Travolta.
Yeah. It's unbelievable.
Fucking cockroaches. But listen, we're exposing these weirdos. That's why the corner pocket exists. And I want people to, don't look at me like as a bully. I am a bully to the people that have been bullying everybody around here. And I'm talking about Canada. I'm talking about all around here with this freaking entertainment bullshit. You got Tony Cajeda, who can't even do a show in fucking Lisbon because it's a security issue. He'll pack the whole fucking city. The whole fucking thing will be packed. But he can't come over here to Fall River Because the radios don't play his fucking music. Because they're like this. If we put it out there, he's going to get famous. And he's going to be bigger than us. So we got to control everything. Because if we bring the real people here, we're going to have to spend money. So I'm going to get Luis Albert Machado and his cousin and his fucking other fucking guy to come over here and play for fucking free. That's the problem. Now, there is some great talent. We got Anthony Mirage. Phenomenal. We have these other great artists, these Portuguese artists that are phenomenal. But Jesus, I mean, come on.
But they got to be exposed,
Steve
though. They
Perry,
have to be seen.
a fucking legend.
Yeah.
His music's not even played all over in Portuguese radio. Why? Why are we not, like, speaking on him? Why are we not acknowledging that he's from Pico? Now, Ronnie, come on. Let's kick it to the people here. Because I'm sure they don't want to hear me scream all night.
Well, Steve Perry. Steve was...
Hold on a minute. Where was Steve born?
I'm getting to that.
Well, yeah, I know. You're going to read the whole thing, Ronnie. Let me ask you question by question.
Yeah. He was born, Steve Ray Perry, January 22nd, 1949. He's older than me. The singer walked away from Journey due to creative differences.
Okay, hold it right there. So where was he born? In California?
He was born in Hanford, California.
Okay. And his parents were from Pico, the Azores.
Steve Perry
and
was born in Hanford,
that
California.
Clip, so we just saw him speaking in Azorean.
Right.
He actually knows that there's actually a different dialect.
Yeah.
And you know what pisses me the fuck off?
Ooh.
Is that he had a song dedicated to his mother, Aminga Joya, that he's had in his prison library forever and never wanted to release. I wonder why. Because he must have turned on the Portuguese radio and he heard it. Oh, he said, what the fuck is this? He probably scared the shit out of him and fucking said, hey, I fucking don't even know what kind of music that is.
Well, anyways,
Oh, God, I can't.
his parents
Have another drink.
is Mary.
What the fuck is that?
Good. Somebody calling in?
All right. I don't know.
His parents
Somebody
is
call
Mary, Quaresma, and Raymond were Portuguese, and the original last name was Pereira.
Oh, my God. His name was Pereira. That's Portuguese. No, it's going to be Perry.
Yeah.
We don't shh. Don't tell anybody. Shh. Let's stop right here. Stop
it.
everything. It's going to ruin everything around here. People are going to know about Journey. They're going to know about Steve Perry. Are you fucking kidding me? You should be embarrassed. What kind of fucking journalism are you? I'm calling you out. Yeah. I'm calling you out, Portuguese media. What kind of journalism have you been doing for the past 30 years but selling bacalhau, chouriço, and batata doce? And laranjadas, and queijadas, and massas suadas, and feijadas. I fucking can't run. Oh, God. Tell me more about fucking Steve Perry, please. I
hope
can't.
I make through this fucking program.
You know the bacalhau's at $1.99, right?
Anybody know CPR?
The bacalhau's at $1.99. Charisse, oh yeah. You gotta love
Let's go back to this again. Let's see.
Oh, fuck
His
off.
mother was born in Praia do Norte, São Roque do Pico, Pico Azores. Steve.
Stop right there, please.
Oh!
Soho Peak the Azores. That's Pico. That's such a beautiful place. Man, I got to play there at the Skipper. If anybody knows Soho Peak, as me. I've been to Pico Island. I know
Never
where
been
he's
there.
from.
Yeah.
My God.
St. Michael I've been, but Pico I haven't
It's
been
a
there.
beautiful place. Steve Perry from Pico. Soho.
Yeah.
To Peak in Pico Azores. Doesn't that sound so? Journey. Oh, Sherry. Go ahead, Ronnie.
Well, it's
That's one of his songs.
Yeah,
by the way.
but
Go ahead.
it's really amazing how a person can leave an island, come to a different country, and get into mainstream and become famous like he did.
Yep. Yep.
Portuguese.
You know what's more interesting is that he did that, and the Portuguese community, fucking media, didn't do shit about it.
Nothing.
Thank God the corner pocket exists. Go ahead, Ronnie. Tell me more about Steve Perry.
Okay, let's
So
see.
he left because of creative differences. So he actually had a solo career, no?
Yeah, he did. Oh, well, we'll get to that.
All right, we'll get to that. All right, let's talk about it.
Steve's father, you're going to love this.
Steve's father, go ahead.
Steve's father was born in Massachusetts. How's that?
Get out of here.
I'm serious, but I just couldn't find
Hold
out
on a
where.
minute. Donkey alert! That's for you, the Portuguese media. Go ahead.
I couldn't find out what part of Massachusetts he was born in. But Steve's father is Raymond.
Hold on a minute. So he was Portuguese.
Yeah.
Raymond Pereira from Massachusetts, Portuguese, who gave birth to a legend, Steve motherfucking Perry, who's known as Steven Pereira. Did you hear that right here? Shh, shh. That's what they did when he fucking sang We Are the World. When he was singing Sherry, this is what they did. They were doing this. That's what they were doing. Vamos ali para o chouriço, vamos comprar uma libra, o bacalhau,
Oh, my God.
o chouriço, libra. What's it?
I gotta go for a chorizo sandwich right about now.
Go ahead, Ronnie. Tell me more.
All right,
Tell me
okay.
more.
Steve's father, Raymond Perry Pereira, was a vocalist and co-owner of radio station KNGS. How's that? Nobody knew that one either.
Unbelievable.
We got more.
Tell me more, Ronnie. I know you did your homework, Ronnie.
Steve became the first family member to be born in America.
Imagine that. Hold on a minute. Back to Steve Perry, who sang We Are the World in the same room as Michael Jackson and the great producer, Quincy Jones. The first born Azorian American from his tribe, of his family.
Yep, the first one. And the first band that Steve formed was called Ice.
Ice, Ice, Ice.
Which he formed with music producer Scott Matthews. He was a progressive rock band. And his band was called Pieces, which he formed in the Thousand Oaks, California in 1975 with Tim Backett and Alien Project in Banta, California. He did all that. Steve Perry was a member of the General Bands before joining Journey in 1977.
1977. So he joins Journey. Now, if you don't know who Journey is, please look him up on YouTube. Journey. I mean, I happen to grow up in that era in the 80s. Gilberto, faz-me um favor. Pode mandar-me aqui 2 shotzinhos, faz favor. Bartender. My man, 50 grand. It's not gonna do. So, Steve Perry, Journey, it's 1977.
Yep.
Icon, definitely. I mean, give it a break. I mean, come on. I mean, phenomenal. I mean, the look back in that day. I mean, he had it all, dude. He had it all. He was it. He was like the Drake of today, of whatever you want to call the Michael Jackson of today. He was up there. That's why he was in that room. He was in that room in We Are the World. You know that, right?
Right.
Singing with all them greats. I mean, half of them people in that room passed away. Kenny Loggins.
Yeah.
Whitney Houston. There's so many. I don't even think Whitney Houston was in that. No, it was before her time, actually. No.
Yeah, it was. It was before her time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in 1981, he produced his first album, Escape, which featured the now classic Don't Stop Believing.
Don't Stop Believing. Look that up. Steve Perry Journey, Don't Stop Believing.
And it helped the band achieve tremendous pop rock success.
I mean, music.
As the group,
hold on, Ronnie. This is music, iconic music. Iconic music worldwide. I'm talking India, China. I'm talking the caves in Afghanistan. Everybody fucking hears this fucking song. Knows it by word. And this fucking radio station probably never played it once. It's fucking amazing.
yeah.
Oh, God. Go ahead, Ronnie.
As the group's lead singer, I should say, Terry became one of the most famous singers.
I know that.
Okay. He was a frontman from 1977 to 1987, left, and again in 1995 to to 1998. He had success in his solo career between the mid-'80s and the mid-'90s. Made sporadic appearances in the 2000s and returned to music full-time in 2018. And do you know what the man is worth today?
Tell me, Ronnie. The Azorian from Piku. Tell me what he's worth.
Exactly. From an island to a mainland to $45 million.
God bless you, Steve Perry.
How's that?
Listen, Ronnie, we got a special guest of the week. One of my favorite guests.
Right.
You know, I put him up there with the tops. This guy is the top notch. We have here the real deal. Mr. RTP International.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Nelson Punta Casa we have
Yeah.
on the show here. Entrepreneur, speaker, publisher, author, entertainer, musician, artist, actor. I mean, you name it. Director, producer, everything he's done. Ronnie, you want to take us to commercial, and then we'll be right back with our guest of the week, Nelson Punta Casa. No, Ronnie, take us to commercial.
Hey, stay tuned. We'll be right back with one famous person to enlighten your life. Thank you. We're on.
Oh, Ronnie.
Yep.
All right. So we have a special guest, one of my favorites. You know where he's calling from? Do you know?
I don't know him.
Do you know? Yeah, I'm saying, I know. Do you know where he's calling from?
No. Where's he calling from? I can imagine. Where's he calling
He's
from?
on a space rocket in Mars.
Get out of here. Where's he
is,
calling
Ronnie.
from?
He's
Get
calling
out
from
of
a
here.
space rocket.
Yeah, right.
He's calling from the Azores,
Is he? Yeah.
from the beautiful island of Saint George.
Okay.
Yes. Do we have him on the line, Millie?
Wow.
Let's bring him on. Mr. Nelson Punta Casa. My man. Where's my man? Nelson, you on?
Olá, Sandro.
Como é que estás, campeão? Tudo bem?
Está tudo bem por aí?
Sempre. E tu, como é que estás? Como é que estão as ilhas? Como é que estão as nossas
Epá,
ilhas?
as ilhas estão fantásticas. The islands are great, and we are. I picked up my best tie here for you, Sandro.
You look sharp.
Because you,
Let me tell you. Hey,
you are an inspiration for us here all over the Azores. You are loved not only in São Miguel, where my ancestors come from, into the name Ponta Garça and Água de Pau and Vila Franca and that area, but all across Azores you are much loved, and I have great respect and appreciation for you, especially when I did Portuguese in New England, and it was a difficult project because people are not always open to new things like that. And you were very supportive from day one, and you were a big feature on that documentary, and we've kept somehow in touch throughout these years, and I followed what you've done, and you make us really proud. Thank you for what you do, Sandro.
No. Listen, Nelson, I appreciate you. You listen. I thank you for putting me up there. But listen, let's all cut the bullshit, Nelson. You are a legend, brother. Let me tell you, and I appreciate your work, and we're gonna show it here tonight. I appreciate those kind words from your mouth. I, honest to God, do. But Nelson, believe me, I want to thank you for everything you have done for the Portuguese culture, for the Azorean culture, for the culture here in New England, for the culture in California, Canada, even Hawaii. You're just an unbelievable inspiration for people like me, because I'm a historian buff. You know that. I love history, especially our country's history. And you're like a sponge when it comes to Portuguese history. Nobody knows the history of Portuguese immigrants in the United States like you. You have brought it to our homes. This is something that we're going to see hundreds of years from now, I believe. What you have done is just, it's unbelievable. And I want to thank you from me and my family. The hard work, the imagination, and the thought process into it. I mean, you got to check it out. If you haven't seen this, it's called Portuguese in New England. It's the first settlers, Ronnie. The first settlers that came here.
Right.
He knows everything about the whole thing. I've watched the documentary 3 times. I'm actually in it. You want to roll that clip, Nelson?
Yeah,
look, he's in his
no,
own. Look, it's 2 studios.
remember,
One studio against another studio. Look at him. I love it.
Portuguese in New England, it's the best.
Look at that.
We got our Benfica, we got our Patriots. You know, it's the best. We got our Santa Clara, we got our Celtics, we got our Bulls. I mean, we love our sports as athletics. I mean, Portuguese in New England is everything. It's like, we got everything.
Never seen you without a beard.
We got the sports of the ciudad here. So anytime I want to feel like I'm down here, I'm leaving Punta Delgada, I go down Punta Delgada Boulevard and Fall River. And I'll be under the
Built
scope
it.
of the ciudad. And it's just like Portugal.
Can I grab a water?
It's huge, so growing up here, I always felt very Australian, very Portuguese, because the people around me, you know,
Oh,
to make sure I don't forget that.
You'll get me one.
Amazing.
yeah, so
That was an
that's,
unbelievable project. I mean, yeah, you showed me. But listen, just for the record, who were the Azorean artists in the Portuguese New England area? It was me, the Portuguese kids, and George Ferreira, correct?
I believe so. That was we have George Ferreira, as you know, the Portuguese traditional music area. Then we have the Portuguese kids, even more just
Yep.
kind of on the
And we had
entertainment
George
side.
Ferreira. But listen, since we're the corner pocket, I want to keep it real. I have to add a couple people to that list. I have to add Nelly. I have to add Nelia to that list. Nelia,
Right.
who had a big impact in this community, and still does. And I also have to add David DeMello, Luis Naves, Adeline Andrade, and now the newcomer Anthony Mirage. With that said, that also is the foundation of this community. It's just not me.
Yeah.
It's just not the Portuguese kids, and it's just not George Ferreira. It's those all those other artists that help build, try to do music around here. This is the artists that I respect, that I think that are true musicians. The rest are just, they're questionable in many ways.
Sure. We did interview about 70 to 80 people, Sandro, from all kinds of areas, and there were many more. That's the beauty about our community there in New England, is that we interviewed almost 100 people, but we could have done another 100 and still not done it enough justice. But when I was doing that, I was doing that out of California. My area of focus wasn't even New England, but we wanted to do something that it was registered forever, so we had it on.
Amazing.
On
I mean, and people.
it
Now-
aired on RTP, and it was pretty neat. And now I'm transforming those documentaries now in books. So
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that,
California.
Nelson. We're gonna get to that. But how does? First of all, I gotta know, where were you born? Where Where was Nelson Puntagasa born?
I was born in Los Gatos, California.
California.
In the Bay Area.
From
And when I was five-
Azorean immigrants. Your parents were Azorean.
Yes, my parents both from São Jorge, from
Okay.
the Azores. My grandfather on the father's side, where my name comes from, Ponta Garça, from São Miguel, and I was born in California, but I came here at the age of 5, and I did all the way from first grade all the way to high school in Portugal. And then that's when I went to college. I went to college in Lisbon, but I wasn't studying what I wanted to study. I wanted to be a doctor at the time, and I got into some other stuff, and then I decided to go to America at that time because now it's very cool to be an entrepreneur and to have all of these things I've been doing. But back then, there wasn't really a degree for this. What I wanted to be, I wanted to be a musician. I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I wanted to do my own thing, have my own business, and there was no school for that at the time. And so I kind of gave up on college in Lisbon, and I headed actually to Boston, to New England, to more specifically in the border of Stoughton and Brockton. I used to like to call it more Stoughton because Stoughton was nicer, but I think it was more Brockton than it was Stoughton.
So hold on. Now, Nelson, now, you're born in California. You're raised there till about you're in kindergarten. I assume you're in kindergarten, and then your
Right,
parents
2 months, 2 months of school.
2 months in school, and then your parents decide, hey, Nelson, zibora, para trás, para São Jorge. I mean, para California.
Yeah, they moved. They moved all the way back here to. It is said that
to the Azores. I'm sorry, to the Azores. So you grew up in São Jorge, right? From 5 to 19.
Right. So my father came here in the summer. He liked it so much that by January of 1986, we were all here.
Wow.
So now you're 19 years old. You're in California. What is Nelson Punta Garza
one
thinking?
One of my favorite places on earth.
I know it is. I know, and it's one of my favorite places on earth. What is Nelson Punta Garza thinking at 19 years old? What brings you to this entrepreneurship? I mean, we're going to get to it. We got a special message from the president. Oh, yeah, we do. He's going to... Marcelo Rebelo de Souza has a special message. We're going to get to that in a minute. But listen, Nelson,
not Biden, that's for sure.
No. What's in your mind at that time? 19 years old in California. You moved back to California. What's in your mind?
So I did that stop in New England first, and I had no family there, no friends. I knew no one.
Wow.
And the reason I went to New England, not California, where I have family and where I was born, was because of Berklee College of Music. I had this dream of going to Berklee, doing classes, and again, naive that you are, full of energy at 19. I thought I could work, I could do college, I could do all of that in a strange land with no family right on the first year. So it was one of the toughest, I would say, was one of the hardest years of my life, was that year there. I remember getting there around September, November. The winters were rough. I wasn't used to the snow there, and no family, very few friends. And then I started one of the ways I started knowing people there and meeting people was through the music scene. So that's when I saw that.
Yeah, you were a musician, Ronnie. He's a musician.
And I played with Aces of Rhythm for like a few months.
Now, do you play any instruments, Nelson? Do you play any instruments?
Back in this was 2000. I played the Y2K, the year of 2000, where everything was gonna go to hell, right? I played that gig.
Any instruments? Are you a lead singer, instruments, drummer, guitarist?
I do. I became a music producer, but my main instrument was piano, keyboards. So I played keyboards. And I played actually it's on the other room there, but I have my keyboards there still. And I played saxophone. I was later on in California. I became a music conductor, a Philharmonic conductor. I was a music teacher for K through 8. I did a lot of music.
Ooh.
I had a music studio. I had many kids in private lessons at the time. Was the way I made my money to start building my business and my studio, because I always wanted to have a recording studio. And I started. I was one of the first Portuguese recording studios in that coast, in the East Coast, in the California coast. In the East Coast, you have plenty. And it was that experience teaching, and that kind of made me go from a teacher to then a business owner. And then I quit teaching around 2008, 2009, and that I dedicated myself to NPG ever since. So NPG Multimedia was founded in my garage, like most small businesses there. and I was teaching on the side, and I got to develop the NPG multimedia. At the time, it was called Nelson Garza Productions, and we did, websites. Back then, the cool thing is we were right in the middle where with Facebook, with Yahoo,
You are a genius.
Twitter.
Right. I'm over here at awe. Listen, Nelson. Now I have to interrupt you, Nelson. Listening to your story, I'm over here at awe because you are right in the action in California. I mean, Johnny Depp, Joe Perry from Aerosmith. I mean, yeah, Alice Cooper.
Yep.
Yeah, Nuno Betancourt. Yeah, yeah. Hang out with Nelson.
Yeah, we have actually. I have it here. I got it here for you.
Oh,
I
he's
got
got something.
all of the. So we did these, and in doing
Look at this.
these,
Check it out.
we did. So New England
This
here.
is the real deal, man. This guy.
So this is the package, this in brand that we're developing here. And
Be proud. This is about your culture right here. We're not talking about last week's festival show bullshit. We're talking about history since the year 1000.
Yeah.
So, but on the New England, we have great people here from business, from consul generals to, Onesimo Almeida on the side of
government,
education,
presidents.
culture.
It's amazing.
And all the way through the business entrepreneurs. So we interviewed a lot of people here on this documentary.
Now, Nelson, wait 1 second. Nelson, you discovered something on this that's very, very important. That's not even in the history books in the United States of America. You know that, right, Nelson? You discovered something in the Portuguese in New England when we were on the coasts of New Bedford. Correctly? Am I correct? Fishing whales.
Yes.
Way before this country was ever even discovered. Wow. I believe 600 years before that. Nelson, am I correct?
Yeah, no, it started in California, for example. Cabrillo was there all the way back to the 1500s.
The Portuguese were here first before the Americans.
Yeah.
Check this out. Check this out. Listen to this.
I don't know if you want to check out a little bit of the trailer. So if
we're gonna listen, Nelson.
So the documentary aired on RTP.
Yeah, Nelson. We're gonna get to that 1 second, but we got to take a quick commercial break, and then we're gonna have a full segment on this. I mean, this is amazing. Don't go anywhere, Nelson.
No, we're
Ronnie,
gonna be
take us to
right
commercial.
back. And if you miss out, you're the loser.
We never invaded the Indians.
Portuguese in New England.
Give me a cue when we're gonna go on.
And we're back.
And we're back, Ronnie. Listen, I want to get right to it. Nelson, give it to us. I want to see it. Give me the history and so the people can see at home.
Right. So this is the trailer for the documentary that you were part of, Portuguese in New England. They aired on RTP, Açores, RTP in Portugal International. And next year, I'm excited to announce it here firsthand. I believe that we're going to be working on the book version of Portuguese. Instead of New England, I'm going to make it Portuguese in the East Coast so that it includes special
New Jersey,
areas like
New York,
Florida, Washington even, where we have the Portuguese Embassy.
Yeah.
I had the pleasure of showing this documentary at the Portuguese Embassy 2 years ago, and Hawaii also, and wanting to include that side. And I think one of the reasons more people didn't see it is because it was too narrow with New England, so we wanted to make it more broad. So let me show you this here. I think at least the trailer would be interesting, and then you could show more to your audience if you like. Here he goes.
Check this out. Wow.
Amazing.
So
huh?
and then
Amazing,
and
Nelson.
then it goes on
It's
to
beyond.
No
Hey,
science here.
Nelson. I mean,
Look
I've
at-
watched that documentary 3 times. It is way beyond what you just showed. I mean, we have on there politicians, historians, people from all walks of life, from the first millionaire, the first billionaire, right? Correctly, he owned the fabric over here, the factory, making clothes.
Miller. What a great story. Yeah. Onesmo Almeida
Was one of the
a
richest
great-
persons in the world. He was Portuguese at one time, and he was here, based out of Fall River, right? Correct?
Right.
Am I correct, Nelson? From my
Correct,
memory
correct.
yeah. See, I mean, this is history here. And again, if you haven't checked out Portuguese in New England, please go check it out. Nelson, you want to give some information on that? How they can check that out? Portuguese in New England. How they can check that DVD, stream it, or Spotify, or wherever it is.
Yeah, so we did a DVD that was available on Amazon. Actually, I think we still have some on this. So if you go there to Amazon, you will find it. New England, there's a few. California, there's a few, and then there's this bundle here where people could find the whole thing. It aired on RTP before. Now the Life of the documentaries kind of go to TV, then DVD, and now what we're going to do is the book. If they want to see more things about it, PortugueseIn.com, www.portuguesein.com. This is the brand, and also a channel featuring a lot of Portuguese content from all over, especially in America. And yeah.
Now, another thing I have to say, ladies and gentlemen, presenting Mr. RTP International, Nelson Punta Garza. What is your relationship with RTP? Because I truly, truly enjoy watching what you put out from California and all your work that you have done. I mean, when I see your name on it, it draws my eyes to it because I know right away it's legit, it's information, and it's the stuff I'm interested in. What's your connection with RTP International?
Thank you. I really appreciate it, Sandra. Well, we've been doing RTP ever since it was called the Contacto. They used to call their Contacto this, Contacto that, Contacto California, Contacto Nova Inglaterra. So I started working as an editor for the TV host at the time, who was Oswald Palhinha, in the same days of Florian and all of that older generation.
Who?
That then was replaced by a newer generation. And I've been doing pretty much RTP for more than 10 years now. And we do content from California. We do content, also general content like the documentaries. The word New England was not from California, and we aired it on RTP1, RTP International, RTP Azores. And
You are.
continue
Listen,
doing that.
I labeled you Mr. RTP International. My nada. You're the Mr. RTP International. You're the
I'm
shit.
going to be heading to California very, very soon. Actually, I was looking here at the dates, finalizing some of the filmings. I've interviewed more than 1,000 people
I know.
throughout the years, Sandro.
I know.
More than 1,000. I was just going through
You are
to
amazing.
see if I hit that
Amazing
1,000 mark, and I think if I didn't hit the 1,000 mark, it's pretty close. Just in California alone, the
hold on.
documentaries.
I just want the people to know real quick. This is a man, Nelson Puntagasa, who's interviewed over 1,000 people to get information to bring to you and put it all in a DVD and give you the facts, the soul, out of the people. 1,000 fucking people. That's incredible to interview.
Absolutely.
I've interviewed
Are you
4
kidding?
people this week, and I'm already freaking stressed out. Nelson, listen, I know you have something special. I want to show the people. There's a special message from Marcelo Rebelo de Souza, the president of Portugal. I salute you. The president of Portugal, Marcelo Rebelo de Souza, has a special message. Not for me.
Yeah, to him.
To Mr. Nelson Puntagasa.
Yeah.
To all of us, in a way, it was a very
Yes,
emotional
yes.
message, Sandro, let me tell you. And this was done when we released the book. And the Portuguese in California book recently was released during COVID time. So it was so tough to release a book where you couldn't even be in America with people signing it. And so it was done half in California, half in Azores. And I travel all the time, 1 month in Azores, 1 month in California, kind of, or depending. But with COVID, everything changed. So the president himself, years ago, he was going to visit California, but he was not able to. And he has such great words about the community in general, not only California, but America. And I'll show you a little clip of it's in
Please
Portuguese,
play
but
that
it's
clip.
translated.
Please play that clip.
Yeah, it's translated
Ladies and
to,
gentlemen, all viewers, this is a special
we go.
message to our Portuguese community internationally, the immigrants, especially the immigrants here in New England and California. And it's a special message to our special guest, who is a
Só
historian.
assim poderia ser o país que é. País que não se limita às suas fronteiras físicas, mas que está presente onde estiver um português. Na Califórnia estão gerações de portugueses, como nos relata este livro, que começa pela história de João Rodrigues Cabrilho, o primeiro europeu a desembarcar no território em 1542. Desde essa data, milhares e milhares de compatriotas chegaram aos Estados Unidos e, em particular, à Califórnia, formando uma vasta comunidade de portugueses e de luso-descendentes que aí reside, e aí trabalha, e aí cria Portugal. Uma comunidade de empreendedores, de trabalhadores, de estudantes, em áreas tão distintas como a economia, a ciência, a cultura, a educação, a indústria, o comércio, o turismo, a política e o cinema. E é por isso que este livro é tão importante. Porque conta a história dessas gerações. E conta essa história narrando a vida dessas e desses portugueses e uma comunidade integrada e muito respeitada e reconhecida. Mas, além disso, ajuda a estabelecer pontes com uma comunidade mais vasta que inclui todos nós. É merecida uma palavra muito especial ao autor da obra, Nelson Ponta Garça, pelo seu compromisso com a homenagem aos portugueses e aos luso-descendentes da Califórnia e, de forma mais ampla, a todos os portugueses que residem e trabalham nessa potência global que são os Estados Unidos da América. Sei que esta é uma missão à qual o autor do livro tem dedicado parte significativa da sua vida. Recolhe informação, ouve testemunho, procura fontes, escreve, filma, e edita conjunto de obras que têm ajudado a traçar a nossa história comum.
Yes, Sandro. So this was a great testimonial that we were very blessed to have, and again, it's to reward and to thank for all of those like yourself, myself, that have kind of been doing this bridge. You know,
Nelson,
we've been
Nelson, Nelson,
we've
please.
been
Nelson,
bridging
please.
America and
Nelson,
Portugal.
Nelson, Nelson. I love your smooth, suave voice, your John Depp, whatever you want to call it.
You
But
like my human
fucking Jesus fucking Christ, my God. That's the fucking president of Portugal, dude. Nelson,
right.
that's the fucking president. That's the fucking man. That's the Donald Trump over here. That's the guy. Dude, that's incredible. Nelson, no, Nelson. You don't understand.
I'm gonna
That
give you a
is
perfect
amazing,
thing. You know
Nelson.
that Portugal just
Nelson,
went in for
that
elections.
is
the recall
amazing.
elections.
Nelson, that is amazing. I just want to tell you, I appreciate you so fucking much, dude. Nobody ever better lay a fucking finger on that fucking beautiful hair of yours. I'm telling you right now. Not a fucking hair on that fucking guy gets touched. You're all set for the rest of your life, Nelson. I'm going to put the word out. I'm going to put the word out to the prisons. I'm going to put the word to Hot Fish. You're going to be all set for the rest of your life. I'm going to give you a pass over there. You're going to be all set. Nelson Puntagasa is like the new president of the Azores. Now, Nelson, unbelievable. I mean that. I mean, that is incredible. To have the president of our country, I mean, to say that beautiful, the research you did and say that's just a man that's researching this and putting this all together, putting this hard work into interviewing and information and years and years and years of traveling, of talking, of this and documenting and putting such a beautiful project together, Nelson, and to have our president of Portugal come out and honor you, Nelson, amazing. I want to know more about this book. Please tell me about this book, Nelson.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate those words, Sandro. And I decided to adapt the documentaries to book, and I started with California, and I'm hoping to even pull out here and show you a little bit of it. It's on the second run now. I just actually earlier I got a video from the press. The book is actually printing now in Portugal. Last year I did it in America. This year it's actually the book itself. It's coming from Portugal, so it's done in Portugal. So I think it's something symbolic and special.
One more question, Nelson. One more thing. Where are you right now? That's most important. Where are you right now?
I am right now. I am in São Jorge, in Azores.
São Jorge in Azores. Now, real quick,
in the center,
in the Valles, my favorite place we talked about. Now, listen, I stayed
Central
there.
Island,
you know, I've been there in São Jorge. I played in Club Naval. I played in all that. I did that back way 15, 16 years ago. But let's talk about California. What makes you now pick up with your son and your family and move back to Azores, and now travel back and forth and do your amazing career? I mean, books, documentaries, presidents. I mean, what's next? The Queen, the King? The Prince?
My dream, Sandro, was to.
I love him.
My dream was to be able to spend the summers in Azores. We all know that summers in Azores, there's nothing.
And what did I tell you, Nelson? I am so fucking jealous. I'm jealous. I mean, like, this is my idol. This is my new idol, Nelson Puntagasa. I want to be Nelson Puntagasa. I want to stay 2 weeks in São Jorge, 1 week in California, 1 week in Boston, travel the world, go drink wine with the president. You're amazing.
It's difficult, you know. Right now, I'm just going through another dilemma now. That is that with my kid with school and justifications, and it opens up a whole new and because most
father.
I don't know anybody else that kind of lives across America and Azores the way we're doing. Because we really are. There's some. I remember the first year when I first was on the process of investing in Azores, and the idea was that I would come to Azores, spend there 2-3 years investing, doing my tourism business, Azores Zen. I know that with Eric Media, you guys also focus and have good sponsors in real estate. I started doing real estate this year as well, and investing on a project I have called Azor Zen Island Resorts. I have a place in Caldeira Santo Cristo that I want to develop. I have another investment in the Sais Fellows that I'm doing called the Five Mahalutas. So I wanted to get that done so that I could do summers in Azores and
I want to do real estate
in
with
America.
you. Don't you hang up. I got a real estate guy here. Steve Mello is the best. Don't you hang up, Ponte. Ponte, fucking real estate. Don't you hang up, Nelson. We got some real estate talking to do. Because, you know what I mean? The G got some money. You know what I mean? I'm not a little brain anymore. I'm not the kid no more that couldn't afford a pair of shoes no more. I got money now. So I want to invest back home, and that's one of the things that me and my wife been talking about. We want to invest back home, and that's something that we would like to do, a bread and breakfast.
Yeah, no, and that's one of the things. If you're in America coming here, there's some things that you have to go through that process. And I've been kind of through that process.
I'm Missourian, dude. I'm born there.
Good. No. And I was raised here, but still, when I got back here.
The fucking border's dead, brother. Some me God, brother. What? I'm born there. I'm fucking welcome. They pooped the red carpet out for me. I have a police escort when I get there. They love me there, Nelson.
You are very much loved. I always tell that story of João Seguro when we were doing New England. I went there, I think, 8 or 9 times from California.
Check this out.
And João went with me at least 2 or 3, I believe. And I remember one time we had all these great interviews.
João is his cameraman, by the way.
And João told me, hey, the only person I recognized from all of these people, and they were, very recognizable people from all walks of life, from business to politics to whatever it was. And, Sandro G was, he was never one to be kind of starstruck, and wanted to be hanging out with people. We just interviewed and he was out of there. He didn't care who it was. And I think with you, it was the only person. He told me, Nelson, can I hang out with Sandro for an hour after the filming? I really wanted to talk with him, and he, it was the first and only time that he did that. So,
yeah, well, João is a good dude. He's a cameraman, and a lot of people don't know I had great success in 2002 and 2003 in Portugal. I had actually the #1 album in 2003 in Portugal, the whole continent, the whole world in Portugal. If you spoke Portuguese, Sandro G was #1 in 2003. But that's past. That's 18 years ago, right?
Yeah, no, I remember João telling me what they respected a lot, among other things, the quality of music and whatever. But it was mostly that I asked João. I told him, "What is it about Sandro that because he was very into hip hop, and honestly, I wasn't either into it too much or aware of it. But João was a big connoisseur of hip hop in Portugal. And
Nelson, I'm one of the pioneers.
He knew a lot of the artists himself.
Yeah.
And one of the things he said they respected a lot in Portugal was that they could feel that your lyrics and your life, it was true. It was no invention. It was the real deal. So he respected that a lot. Anyway.
Nelson, thank you so much. I'm going to have to wrap it up because we're past our time.
Yeah,
but we kept an extra 5 minutes just for you, Nelson, because you're special. Nelson's special.
Absolutely.
He was the special guest today.
Yep.
Nelson, I want to thank you so much. You are amazing. I just want to. I know you're very humble, and you're going to cut me off, and you're going to tell me how great I am and what you're doing. But I want to have to tell you. I have to say this. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything you've done for the Portuguese in New England, the Portuguese all over the world. I mean, to take your time of your life, you could have been, taking your kid to soccer and doing this and doing that with your own private time and taking your wife out to dinner or whatever it was that you decided to do. But you decided to, take your weekends and take all your private time. And years, I'm talking decades, John. This is decades of work. This is not a fucking Mickey Mouse 1, 2, 3.
You put everything into it.
Yeah, and give us this information that now we have it like in our history. It's phenomenal, and I want everybody to know. Pick it up, Portuguese in New England, Portuguese in California. Also, pick up the book. You just heard the president. Please, Nelson, you want to give a shout out to your book? How they can purchase your book?
Yeah, so the book right now is sold out, which was awesome. It's
sold out. I love it.
We don't have more books to sell, but it's actually in print right now, and I'm heading to America very soon with with a load of books that will be available on Amazon. We have that page that I
Let
showed
me
you.
know. Nelson, I don't want nothing for
earlier.
free. I want to support you. I want to buy 5
We
books because I like
we're
giving them
gonna
out
have
as gifts.
and then again, I'm really looking forward to heading to New England. I think in June we're gonna be working on the version of New England that you participated. So I'm really excited about that. And then other than that, it's gonna be California now first. I'm gonna do some time in California. Then I'll be back to Azores in Portugal to plan Azores in, because there's some money coming from Portugal now with a 2030 European funds for tourism and for different things that I need to work on. Then I'll work on the book for the East Coast that I'm really looking forward to meeting you guys back then, maybe even in person, walking to your great studio over there.
I gotta have you on. I gotta have you on the Fall River's #1 show. It's called the Fall River Raw. Oh yeah, I gotta have you on that show, Fall River Raw. Big shout out. By the way, hold on, Nelson. By the way, big shout out to Fall River Raw. But I gotta get you on Fall River Raw, Nelson. You need to come to Fall River Raw. It's a podcast. I want you to come on it. When you come in May and June, we'll be in touch. I want you on Fall River Raw. It's got a big following, big market, great hosts, and I want you on it. I want you on it. Big shout out to Fall River Raw. Go ahead, Nelson.
Yeah, great, thank you, appreciate it. No, I'm looking forward to this American connection and bridging. So thankful for technology and programs like we have right now that give us the ability to. Here I am in.
Thank God the corner pocket. Hold on, Nelson. Thank God the corner pocket exists, right? And programs like Steve Mello, the Realtor Show, which is another podcast that I believe truly that you should come on and promote your show on and promote whatever that you're doing, your book, your documentaries. This is what we're doing here. Eric B. Media is one of our sponsors, is our home base, and this is an opening to new stuff. Like today, we talked about Steve Perry. People don't even know. There's only people. Can you imagine the Portuguese radios hardly play Journey?
Mm-hmm. Right. No, and Steve, he's. I'm hoping that now on this next trip that I do in California, I haven't been able to interview him yet because there was a phase where he decided where he wanted to be more reserved and kind of get away from. He had that whole phase with his vocal cords, but I think he's becoming more public and more engaged. And I actually I was blessed enough to interview Nuno Bettencourt, Steve Perry, and I asked them about them because like all we needed here was Steve Perry, and the group was beautifully together.
You had Johnny Depp, Joe Perry, Alice Cooper, and all you missing was Steve Perry and Tom Hanks. We're going to be getting to that.
And I asked him, and he at the time, there's phases in life, how it is, and he was more private during those times. And but I'm hoping now that he is more exposed and doing things that I could actually get to interview him for the documentary, because we've covered great, amazing stories when Portugal didn't know. Now Portugal is starting to know about these stories. And we started in California, then we went to Hawaii, then New England, and now in Portugal they could see the greatness of our immigration, the great success stories that we have in America. And that's been my mission. And I feel that more and more people see it. Just this past weekend, there was this beautiful report on cavalos lusitanos, Portuguese horses in California. So it's completely random, from agriculture to Hollywood. From all walks of life, we've been introducing Portugal to these amazing
Speaking
stories.
of agriculture, every time I hear agriculture in California, I got to give a big shout out to the Martins family. George Martins out in Hillmont, California.
This story I'm telling you about the cavalos is with Paul Pereira. Paul Pereira.
Of course I know Paul Pereira. One of the greatest shootout fighters going. One of my personal good friends. He's my friend. I know people, Nelson, like you. No,
I know you do. I saw you there. I saw you there with him.
Paul's one of my good friends. Paul's unbelievable. I mean, what he is, what he's done for the Portuguese community in California and Hilmar, for the bullfighting is just extraordinary. The training of the horses, the bulls, the time, the 16,
so
18
talented
hours.
on that horse.
Committed.
Yes.
Monday through Sunday. But Nelson, listen, I got to wrap up the show. We've now gone 10 minutes over just for you because you're the best. You're the best. Historian. Nelson, thank you so much. I really do. From the bottom of my heart, I appreciate you and everything you've done for the Portuguese culture and the Azorean culture all over the world. You are phenomenal. God bless you, my friend, and you and your family. And I wish you many, many, many more success in life. And thank you again from me and I can only speak for my little circle, my family and my children and my friends.
I would like to shout out to my friend.
No, Ronnie's got a shout out. Go ahead.
Yeah, I've got my friend in Dartmouth, Hazel Cardoza. She loves this show. She can't wait to see this. I'll be sending it to you, sweetheart, when I get home in a little bit.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nelson, thank you so much. Again, I want to thank our sponsors, Eric B. Media. This is our foundation. Also, I want to thank Stephen Mello, Portuguese Realtor, and also SouzaImage.com. Nelson Punta Garza, thank you so much. You are a cultural ambassador. I love you, man. Thank you for everything you've done for the Azores in Portugal. Much love, brother.
Good night, and we'll see you guys next week. Take care.
Até a próxima. Obrigado, pessoal.